Alright, in this lesson I thought we'd take a break from the bar chords and all the tough stuff and go back to something a little maybe easier with the open string chords. Some cool hammers and pull-offs that you can do with your open string chords. If you don't know what a hammer or pull-off is, a hammer is whenever you strum a string or pick a string and then your left hand makes the next note. Like if I were to do this, if I were to pick the B string and then put down my first finger here after the fact, I made two notes. See, I made the open note and then the first fret. Anytime you do that, it's called a hammer. When your left hand, by just hammering down, makes the next note. That's why it's called a hammer. A pull-off is the reverse. If you have a finger down and you pull off to make the next note, then that's a pull-off. See? If I do that, or if I did this, see, I picked the first one, and then I made the second note by just pulling my finger off. Well, you can do that in soloing, but you can also do it when you're playing chords. Okay, change my sound a little bit. It's a little bassy. Okay, let's start with a D chord. So you know how to do an open string D chord, okay? So get your fingers ready for that. And all you're going to do is you strum the chord, and then, but I'm going to put up, I'll take off my first finger off the G string on the second fret, and I'm going to put it down after I strum, and I'm going to go. Okay, that's something you can do with the D chord. Something else you can do is add this pinky in the third fret on the high E string. Now I know you already have your middle finger on the E string. You say, well, why do we put that one on there? Because we're just going to make a different sound for that chord just for a second. And then we're going to take the pinky off. See what I'm doing? I'm using both of them there. You can also do a hammer, I forgot to show you this, on the high E string. You lift that middle finger and then strum, and then put that middle finger down. So I'm strumming it, and then I'm putting that finger down. Alright, so you can actually do both of these fingers as well. You can okay, you can't go crazy and do all of them. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad. But anyway, those are some hammers and pull-offs you can play with. Okay. Now, so that's what you can do with the D chord. Whenever you're doing a G chord here, like that, you can hammer and pull out, or hammer the A string. You really have to be careful with this one because you don't want this middle finger to mute that A string. So I'm just using this finger as a pull-off. I mean a hammer, sorry. Use those quite extensively. What else? Let's see. You can also do it on your C chord. If you have a C chord, you can do it on your middle finger here, a hammer. Hear that? Da da da. So that works with that one. C, the G, and let's see what else. You can use it on, let's see, an A minor. You can actually do a hammer on both these fingers. If you do an A minor chord, you can do. And then you can also just do this middle finger. Okay, so that's what you can do on the A minor. And of course on the E major chord. That makes it kind of sound bluesy if you do it on the E chord. Okay, back to the A minor, you can also put that pinky down. I went the wrong way here. Pinky down on the B string on the 3rd fret and get. So you can put that down and then lift it, and then lift your first finger, lift your pointer finger, and then put it back down, and then you get da 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 da. So. So lots of things you can do with those, and I could go through. The D minor. You can also do these, especially with all these open string chords. The D minor, I'm just lifting that middle finger and then putting it down. And you can do the pinky on the high E here, gives you the 3rd fret, and then lift it back up, and then lift the first finger, and then put it back down, and you get da 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 da. Very similar to what the A minor chord, or is actually exactly what the A minor chord was doing. See how you can go from one chord to the next and use all of those little extra notes there. Just experiment with that, and you could do it on a lot of chords. You could do it on the A major chord. If I did an A major, went. See my pinky? I'm just going to the 3rd fret there on the B string, and the 3rd fret on the high E, 3rd fret on the high E. So and just try all your open string chords and try some hammers and pull-offs. I just wanted to give you some choices there, some options with your open string chords.